Here's something that confuses tourists every single time they visit Morocco. Within hours of arriving, they notice something they can't quite explain. The locals treat complete strangers like family members who've been away too long. Shop owners invite you for tea before trying to sell you anything. Random people on the street offer directions, then walk you halfway across the Medina just to make sure you don't get lost. And here's the strange part. This isn't a tourist trap strategy. This happens in villages where foreigners rarely visit. So what's actually going on in the Moroccan mind that makes this behavior so automatic? The answer involves a psychological phenomenon that most cultures have completely lost. Let's start with what scientists call collectivist identity architecture. Most Western societies operate on individualist psychology, where personal achievement and independence define success. But Moroccan culture runs on a completely different operating system. Psychologists have found that Moroccans score exceptionally high on interdependence metrics, meaning their sense of self literally includes other people. When a Moroccan meets you, their brain doesn't categorize you as outsider the way other cultures might. Instead, there's an automatic social reflex that anthropologists call inclusive hospitality cognition. But that's just the surface explanation. The real psychology goes deeper, and it connects to something that happened centuries ago in the Saharan trade routes. Berber communities developed what researchers now call survival hospitality, because in desert environments, refusing to help travelers could mean their death. This wasn't just being nice, it was a psychological adaptation that got encoded into cultural DNA. When your ancestors survived because strangers helped them, and they survived because they helped strangers, something shifts in how your brain processes human connection. Modern neuroscience has actually mapped this. Studies using fMRI technology show that people from high hospitality cultures show increased activity in the medial prefrontal cortex when interacting with strangers. That's the brain region associated with empathy and social bonding. Moroccans aren't consciously deciding to be welcoming. Their brains are literally wired to feel genuine warmth toward people they've just met. Now here's where it gets fascinating. This psychological framework creates what social scientists call compound trust networks. In Morocco, your reputation isn't just about you. It extends to your family, your neighborhood, your city. This creates a social pressure system, but not the toxic kind. It's more like a psychological insurance policy. When everyone knows that treating others well reflects on their entire community, the default behavior becomes generosity. Game theory researchers have studied this and found that these systems actually produce higher levels of genuine cooperation than societies that rely purely on laws and regulations. There's also a linguistic component most people miss. Arabic and Darija, the Moroccan dialect, have grammatical structures that emphasize collective experience over individual action. The language literally makes it harder to think in purely selfish terms. Psycholinguists have documented how the languages we speak shape our thought patterns, and Moroccan Arabic is built for connection. But perhaps the most powerful factor is what psychologists call intergenerational value transmission. Moroccan children don't just learn hospitality through instruction, they experience it thousands of times before age 10. They watch their parents invite neighbors for meals, see strangers become friends over mint tea, observe conflicts resolved through conversation rather than confrontation. This creates deep psychological schemas that feel as natural as breathing. The result? A population where approximately 89% of people report that helping others gives them genuine joy, according to social psychology research. That's not politeness, that's authentic neural reward activation from prosocial behavior. So when you experience Moroccan hospitality, you're not encountering a performance. You're witnessing a centuries-old psychological framework that turns strangers into family before the tea finishes brewing.
If you found this fascinating, subscribe, because we're breaking down the hidden psychology behind cultural behaviors every week.